Sorry about that, everybody. We had a problem. We were going to use our tablet to do the stream, but it wasn't working, so we had to switch phones. Hey, Matt, we see you. I don't know how many people are on. So we just wanted to talk to everybody and let you know what's going on. We had to do a unexpected trip up to Canada, and we visited Sabrina's brother up there who was in a car accident. He is doing well.
He's doing well.
He's doing well-ish.
He gets upset when I said, "I'm glad you're okay." He's like, "I am far from okay." But I guess if you're comparing it to death, he said.
Right, if you compare it to death, he's doing okay.
He's doing okay.
He was up in a walker and walking around a little bit, so with time, he'll get himself back together. He's young. He's only like 30 years old, so when you're young, you can bounce back from things, even though this was a pretty bad accident. So we went up there for the last couple of days. We're back in the United States now. We just crossed over the border last night, and then again, going back and forth through Canada with the RV was very easy. We didn't have any issues. Pretty smooth sailing. In fact, it was even faster than the video. If anybody saw the video that we did when we drove to Canada last time, it was even quicker and easier this time. They asked us even fewer questions. But what we did is Sabrina and I now have what's called a Nexus card. I don't have it to show you. But let's see those smiling faces. She's tough. Matt, I'm making Sabrina a shirt that says approach with caution. And she's all start wearing it. She's not as friendly and giggly as I am.
I'm friendly. I'm just not giggly.
Approach with caution. I thought of that yesterday. I was like, that's genius. So, but he is doing well. We're back in the States now, and we're slowly heading south.
You picked up the States. Everybody.
Yeah, everybody up there, they're like, oh, where are you from? Are you from the States? I was like, yeah, I'm from the States. So now they got me saying that we're headed back, and now that we're back into the States. So that's where we've been these last couple days. And before that, we were in Erie, Pennsylvania. And if you follow us on Instagram, you've been seeing the pictures of Belle on the beach of, what is that? Presque Isle Shore?
Just Presque Isle, yeah.
Presque Isle Shore, and she's playing on the beach and stuff like that. And we found some cool picnic places right on the beach. And the weather's been great. There were people out in the kayaks. I sent Matt some photos of, well, I don't think I sent him any photos of people in kayaks, but you can take your kayaks out there, and Lake Erie's, it's enormous.
Tell us more about the Nexus card.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So it's like a trusted traveler card. We went online. I think it was $50, and they do like FBI background checks and all this good stuff. And you can go through fingerprints. We also had iris scans. You can get through the border. There's Nexus lanes, and you can get through there faster. The motorhome can't go through the Nexus lanes.
But you still present your Nexus card, and because you've been pre-checked, it's almost like a what's that?
The TSA pre-check, you get that too with the Nexus card.
Right, it comes with the Nexus card, and so when you go through the border, and since they've already done a thorough scan of yourself and your, everything, and they know everything about you, it's an intense. It's almost like an interrogation. So, interview. Everything. They do background checks, and then what did it take? A couple weeks to actually get the cards?
Yeah, so we started applying, I think it was like probably 6 months ago, because then you have to set up the interview appointments and go to the interview. And then you go to the interview, and then after that, then you get all this stuff.
That stuff. So, and it just makes it easier when you're traveling across the border, and you also get the TSA pre-check for if you fly a lot too. So that's an extra bonus of it, and it was $50. And when we went to the border this last time, we gave them our Nexus cards. He asked us maybe 3 questions, and he said, have a good time. And that was it. Like, it took very little time at all. So, we were in Canada. We were in Erie. Erie is awesome. I didn't realize just how great Erie, PA would be on the Great Lakes. So, where we stayed at a campground called Sarah's Campground. And you literally walk out your RV and you're right on the lake. And so you have beach on one side and a lake on the other side. And it's just cool to have them both at your disposal like that, one from one end to the other end. and they have an awesome bike trail. It must be like 23
so
miles.
I hear.
Yeah, it's like 23 miles of bike trails, walking trail. It might even be more than that. You couldn't do it in a day. I took Belle every day for 4 days, 5 days, and we never made it to the end and back. So the first day I walked as far as we could and then back, which was like we did 10 miles the first day. And then I drove to where we left off and did another 10 miles. But it's great. Erie, PA, highly recommend. I hope we get back there sometime. It was a lot of fun. I thought that was great. Other good news for us is Winnebago Life liked our article and we're now official bloggers for Winnebago Life.
Yay.
So you'll be able to expect an article from us every month starting in November. I already wrote another one and submitted it. They liked it a lot. That'll be in November. And then now I gotta come
Depends on how many ideas.
Now I gotta come up with ideas every month of what to write about. I'm not a writer. Obviously, I mean...
Obviously, they don't know that.
Well, I'm just not. I mean, I never did writing or anything like that before, and I even...
Thank you.
And I said to Sabrina, I said, I don't know how well I'll write, and she's like, well, English is your first language, even though you wouldn't know it. So, I'm really excited about writing for Winnebago Life, and let's see, what else we got on our list here. So, we have a story about a stranger approaching the RV. I was adjusting the headlights in our motorhome to raise them up a little bit because we were traveling at night, going to Canada. There was a CVS across the street from this parking lot that we parked in, so Sabrina went over to the CVS. And while she was at CVS, I can turn the wheels and I can adjust the I can reach our headlights from inside the wheel wells. I go behind the next to the wheel and I can adjust the light from the wheel well. So I got my head, half my torso. I mean, I'm pretty much up inside the engine compartment through the wheel well, so I can't really see what's going on. And Belle starts barking, but Belle barks a lot. She does a lot of.
She cries wolf a lot.
She cries wolf a lot. So she does. So I'm in no rush. I'm like, all right, let me go see what's going on, but I'm in no rush.
I'm walking across the street and I see this dude like walking towards the back of the tow car, and he's walking to the front of the RV, and I'm like, is he really going over to what? I was like, let me speed up a little bit, see what's going on.
So then you yelled at me and said,
you were coming around the RV, and he walked around the other side of the RV,
the other
where
direction.
Our door was, and Belle just was like barking and freaking out.
Yeah, so then Belle's really intensifying her barks. I'm like, oh, maybe something actually is going on. Now Sabrina's yelling at me.
I'm like, who is that? Who is going to inside? Who is that?
Belle's yelling at me. So I get around and I have the door open, but our screen closed, and the guy is like, he almost looked like he was about to step on our steps to go inside the RV. And I said, sir, and I'm always nice, I'm always polite. I'm like, sir, could you please step away from our RV, leave our dog alone?
You were nicer than me.
And I'm nice until I'm not nice anymore. But I said, give him the benefit of the doubt. I said, please, could you step away from our RV and just back away? And he said, oh, sure, no problem. I didn't mean anything.
I was like, why are you bothering her? What are you doing? Why are you bothering her? Please, leave. What? And he was like, oh, are you guys from Florida?
I saw your plates and that you're from Florida. And I was just curious, what, everybody goes to Florida this time of year. What are you guys doing up here? So, I mean, he seemed normal. I mean, he didn't seem way off or anything like that. But, I mean, we're in a parking lot all by ourselves. I don't know what would encourage this person to think that he should come over and start going up our steps. I don't know. And then even so he's like, oh, well, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get your dog all fired up or get you guys fired up. I'll leave you alone. And he turns around and he starts walking away. And then he turns back to us and says, oh, by the way, what's your gas mileage in this?
I was like, you need to keep walking, sir. I agree. It was weird. It was crazy.
It was a little strange. Yeah, I mean, he seemed harmless enough, but you never know. You just never know. But I guess maybe I need to pay attention to Belle more often, but she just cries wolf so often. She doesn't like anybody walking past the front of our RV. She doesn't like people approaching us at all. Even when she knows somebody, she'll bark at them the first couple times. I mean, she still barks at my parents when they come up to me. So she just doesn't like people approaching us. But she's a good girl, and she did the right thing. So I think she got a treat that day. I don't know. We gave her something. She gets a treat every day. She's spoiled.
I would have probably knocked him out.
You know what, Jason? I don't know. I mean, like I said, I was
too nice.
I'm very
that.
nice. There was no I felt no threat I wasn't threatened by him. I didn't feel any reason to push him away. I asked him, and he did back off. If he wouldn't have backed off, then we would have had to take some other type of action.
What other type of action?
Don't worry about it. But I mean, we would have just had to pull him away from the RV. But he, we asked him nicely to please move away from our door and away from our RV, and he did. So I mean, there was no reason to knock him out, I guess. Not this time.
You're right, Cheryl. Belle did do her job.
Yep.
She did okay.
She was a good girl. So that's probably our strangest interaction with people ever with the RV. I mean, with the RV anyway. That's our strangest interaction with the RV. We've never had anybody try to, I don't know what, and we don't know what he was doing. I don't know. I do think if Belle was not there flipping out,
he probably would have gone.
He would have won inside the RV. I don't know what he was looking for or what he was trying to do or why he thought that would be a good idea. But yeah, I'm pretty sure if Belle wasn't there, he would have been in the RV. So I'm glad we had Belle, and it didn't turn into anything too crazy. Awesome weather up here, even in Canada. We just crossed the border last night, and it's been like 65, 70 degrees as far north as we are. It's good. My screen still says waiting.
Oh, no.
No.
Are we not?
No, because Jason...
Oh, yeah. And Cheryl responded to
Yeah, something. People are responding. I don't know why that is, Matt. Matt's saying that it's still waiting for us to go live. It should... We're on, Matt. Sorry.
I don't know how to let him know that, though.
I can text him. You want to text him?
I hate your phone.
So, just another little thing that we're working on, or that I would like to start doing. So I'm thinking, I know people ask us to do more videos and live, and I think Lou from RV Habit said he's got it.
Okay. Cool.
So I know Lou said, you guys don't need a plan, just come on and talk to us. But I like to have a little bit of a plan. So my idea is for the channel, I'm going to start doing what I'm going to call a show on our channel. Since we have a channel, it might as well be called a show. And it's going to be called Positively RVing. And what I would like to do is, one of my favorite shows of all time is the BBC Top Gear, where those three guys sit, if you're familiar with it, and they talk about cars, anything car related. And what I would like to do is come in, I'll do a little bit of research each week, bring up some new topics about RVs, products for RVs, floor plans, anything, and maybe we just all sit down and we chat about everything that everybody loves, which is RVs. And I think it would be a lot of fun. I'll try to keep it entertaining and interesting, and to give you an example of it, it can be any product. It doesn't have to be about our life. It could be anything that we see, or gadgets. We love gadgets. Sabrina and I go to as many RV shows as we can, even though we already bought our RV, because we like to see what's out there. Like Winnebago's new entry level RV is called an Intent. It's a Class A, and I think they did something really cool. So in our motorhome, in most motorhomes, I believe, we have a fixed propane tank. It's one large propane tank. And the Intent, what they did is they removed that, and they put two removable propane tanks, similar to the size that are on a grill, maybe a little larger than that. So now you can pull one off, leave the one on, refill, and bring it back. And I'm just curious, from especially people that are more experienced than we are, we don't have an extended stay. Would that take the place of an extended stay? Would you still need extended stay if you were able to like kind of plug and play with your propane tanks? Leave one, take one, refill, and swap them out? Or would they be too small? Would that not take the place of it? But I thought it was a great idea. Like, we're about to get propane soon, and we wouldn't have to break camp and go refill propane. We just pull a bottle, similar to how the fifth wheels are set up. You just pull a bottle and refill. So I thought that was a cool idea. So I was just planning on maybe doing a little bit of research each week, seeing what's new out there. I mean, there are tons of stuff. It could be about lifestyle. It could be about products. It could be about floor plans, anything RVing. And I was going to call it Positively RVing because I like being positive. So I'm not going to go on there and trash anything. It won't become like I don't know what the word for it, but it'd be pretty positive, upbeat show, because that's what I like.
I'm not saying anything. The sun's just blinding me, but I'm not saying anything.
And Sabrina may sometimes be part of it. Most likely she won't be. When I pitched this idea to her, she's like, "Oh, that sounds like a lot of fun for you." But she's like, not so much me. And I would love, if it does, somewhat well or interesting enough, I would love to do like maybe guest hosts. When we run into Matt again, or maybe if we run into Paddy Wagon or Camping with the Kellys or RV Habit or RV Enthusiast, maybe sit down and have them and just do a special show where it's the two of us or three of us. Maybe it's RJ Adventures, and we sit and we talk about something new. Tim Rover. I'm trying to put everybody's name out there.
At the beginning, everybody was talking about the fact that RV chat, like having an RV chat, would be kind of cool. So
yeah, and that's what it would be. It would just be us chatting about the art, just similar. If you're familiar with Top Gear, very, very similar to like Top Gear, but for RVs. And I would love to do like co-hosting with other channels, and I just think it'd be a lot of fun.
So apparently, I should do a show too.
You do a show too. And like I said, I would do it live so that we can all chat about it. I'll set up a computer or something so that I can read the chats, and I'll read the comments out loud, because what happens is on the replay, the comments seem to disappear. So if everybody could, after this is over, or anybody that's watching this on the replay, pick a day that works best for everybody, and I'll just pick the most popular day that everybody says, if it's a Monday through Saturday or Monday through Sunday, whichever day. And any day that ends in Y, pick one of them.
I was like, you just skipped Sunday.
I just skipped Sunday, yeah. Pick every day. Pick your favorite day, and then from there, pick a favorite day, favorite time, and whatever seems to be the most popular day and time, that's when we'll do it. And then what we can do also is, you can watch the replay of it. I am working on a new video. It's going to be a travel day video. So the last time, or maybe 2-3 times ago, what Sabrina and I did, we filmed from the time we wake up in the morning on a travel day to the time we reach the destination. So you see us get up, we're making our breakfast, our coffee, we're packing up the RV, we're setting up the motorhome, we're pulling our slides in. We got video of, everybody's been asking us, what does the RV look like when we're traveling with all the slides in? How tight is it? We got video of our normal routine of what it's like to pack up this RV and head out on the road. We got a little bit of video of us on the road and then pulling into the site at the end of the day, too.
I'm still trying to figure out why it takes us so long. I don't know.
We're slow at it. We're and it's not we're just slow at it because we don't know what we're doing. We're just slow at it. I mean, I never feel like I'm in a rush to go anywhere. I
always feel like I'm in a rush. That's like my baseline. Like, I always feel like I'm on a mission. Like, and then I look over and you're like sipping coffee.
So like, Sabrina doesn't like travel in general, in any form. Her travel days are her worst days. If Sabrina, everybody's familiar with the channel, I'm sure, Less Junk, More Journey. If Sabrina had a channel, it would be called, what did I say?
What did you say? More destination, less travel or something? I don't remember.
It would be less travel, more destination. Sabrina likes when we get to a place. She doesn't like the actual getting to the place. Yeah, so that's what it was. Less travel, more destination. That'll be Sabrina's show on the channel. With your approach with caution shirt.
Oh my goodness. He was actually looking up this shirt, and I looked at it and I was like, I don't mind it. I'll wear it. Don't trust me. I'll wear it. But the letters were a little bold, so he's going to work on that.
I'm making her a shirt. It's going to say approach with caution.
People are already afraid of me. You're going to add that to it?
You're intimidating. That guy wasn't nervous. He wasn't nervous when he saw me. He got nervous when you turned around the corner. Oh my goodness.
I was like, what are you doing?
Yeah. If you don't know, Sabrina's 6 feet tall.
I'm 5'11".
You are 6 feet tall with your sneakers on,
That's only because you thought you were 5'11" until
I
you met me.
I am 5'11". But Sabrina's very intimidating in person. She scares me. You're terrifying. So there are my thoughts, plans. That's our plans, our thoughts. Our parents keep telling us not to say where we're at, so we're as high north as you can go in the States. One of those states.
Today.
But we're oh yeah, that's true. We're actually leaving right after I turn this off. So we're at Seneca, Niagara Falls.
Oh, nomadic natives. She's taller than me. I'm 5'11".
I'm telling you, man, she's 6 feet tall and she doesn't believe. I don't know why she doesn't believe me.
I have a friend that was actually she's 6'1", and she was telling me that she was like 5'13" or something like that. That's what she used to say in school. She's like, I'm not 6'1", I'm 5'13" or something, or whatever she used to say.
I agree. I like that idea too, that you just take your time, less chances for mistakes when you're packing up. But it's not that. It's just that I sip my coffee, I watch a couple YouTube videos, like. I'm just in no rush to pack up and get out, unless if we're getting close to checkout time, and then you got to be out. But also, I don't know. When we are traveling in a day, I do like to kind of leave early the day of a travel day so that we can get to where we're going at a decent time. I don't like pulling into the RV parks at night and trying to set up at night. I do like to get there before day. And now, as everybody knows, the days are getting shorter and shorter, so it becomes a little bit more difficult to get to a park before it closes. Not before it closes, but before dark. We're about to change the time, I think, in November 5th, so then we don't lose another hour.
I'll have an extra hour of call.
Yeah. So, that's it for now. We hope everybody enjoyed this little update about our stranger.
I agree. Tall girls rock. Thank you. Mm-hmm. There you go.
Obviously, I agree. All right, everybody.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks. And I hope to have that travel video out by the end of the week. And then we'll figure out when we can start doing this RV chat video. Take care, everybody.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out.
Yep. Like, dislike, subscribe, share.
Be in a rush to get places.
Check us out on Instagram, too. I've been kind of more active on Instagram, sending photos of what we're up to and what we're seeing. And be careful, everybody. Bye.
Bye.